sad day. Adam and Eve knew better. That knew God said not to me. Genesis 3 verses 14 through 24. Like I said, Bible stories just for children. A sad day. Let's read. Adam and Eve knew better. They knew God said not to eat the fruit from the tree of knowledge and good and evil. But they did anyway. They turned away from God. They wanted them to go. He turned away from God. They turned away from God. Adam and Eve brought sin into God's perfect world. Sin is knowing what God wants, but doing what you want instead. Adam and Eve disobeyed, and at the moment, everything changed. Even Adam tried to blame Eve for eating the fruit, and Eve tried to blame Sprint. God knew the truth. They all had disobeyed him. So first God said to Sprint, "Because you lied to my children and tricked them into disobeying me, you will crawl on your belly. You will crawl on your belly from this day and on. And you will dust. You will eat dust as long as you live." As long as you live. As long as you live. And then, because God knows what is going to happen today and every day after, he said to Sprint, remember, Sprint was really Sant, whatever. He was really Sant. You will hate Eve and her children. And all the people who ever born after them. You will be their enemy, and you will do everything you could to hurt them. You will do everything you can to keep from knowing how much I love them. But one day, a child will be born, and you will bite his heel. But he will crush your head. That is really classic, everyone. Make sure you comment down below what I'm going to tell you after. Remember, this is Bible stories for kids. That's all. And adults. Make sure you watch this. Not for the adults. Sorry. Thank you. Now let's be continued. The child that God was talking about is Jesus. Way back, beginning of time. Yeah, way back at the beginning of time, God already knew that one day Santa would hurt Jesus on the day that Jesus died on the cross, but just as sure as that, God knows of another day that was still coming. The day when Jesus will get rid of Santa forever. Now God turned to Adam and Eve. God said to Eve, because you sinned and disobeyed me, here's what's going to happen. You will have children. It will not be easy. It is going to hurt. And he said, to Adam, because you disobeyed me, you will have to work hard all your life for the food you ate and the things you need. Weeds, prickly things, you will grow along with your food, and you will make things grow. In your life, you'll have trouble. The hard life always remind them what sin can do. And he said, the both of them, and then one day you will die. Just, I said, I would make bodies from the dust, from the ground. And one day they will become dust and ground again. And this happened. All this happened because Adam and Eve disobeyed God. It wasn't that God was being mean or unfair. God had made a place where everything worked together perfectly. And it was wonderful. Everything was just the way God wanted it. But when Adam and Eve sinned, they chose to do something different from what God wanted. Now, everything wasn't working together so perfectly, and that messes up everything. That's why messes up everything. Messes up everything. Words messes up everything. Shinned, they close to do something different from God wanted. Now everything wasn't working together so perfectly, and that messes up everything. That is why sin is so terrible. Sin is so terrible. So God made clothes out of animal skin. Out of animal skins for Adam and Eve to wear. And then God sent them out of the beautiful, perfect garden He had made them. For God put an angel with a flaming sword on guard at the garden's gate to protect the perfect place for the terrible things sin can do. Adam and Eve began to learn that when they choose to do what we want instead, for God wants, we ruin the good things God has made for us. But even through Adam and Eve had sinned, God still loved them. The very moment Adam and Eve disobeyed God, sin came between God and His children. Because we are God's children, sin has spreaded us all from God. We can't live apart from God. So now God had to make a way to bring us back to him. And that is what the rest of the Bible is about next time. All right. that was Bible story for kids. A sad day. Please subscribe to our Bible story for Bible story with Kalia. Please comment down below what you have been learning today, and until next time, you will learn about more stuff with me and everyone with the world. Please share this with YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Please share this with Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and all those other kind of stuff. Please like and subscribe. Bye!